I know you're a sanctuary city. Are they just? I mean, are people noticing the discrimination where they are just completely left alone and allowed to rob and steal and do whatever they want?
There's no money to be made off them. That's just the bottom line. There's no other way to say it. There's no money to be made. The only money to be made is off a citizen who's got a job and will actually show up and actually pay the fine.
What about citizens starting to drive cars and then going in court watching for the illegals, and they literally in Austin, $1 fine. Oh, you DWI, you ran into a car, $1 fine, and then show the citizens getting $5,000 fines, and then getting that citizen to sue. I mean, that's got to violate a bunch of laws: discrimination, racketeering. I mean, what is the selective enforcement, unjust weights and measures? I mean, what are the cases on that, Counselor?
Well, I'm not, aware of anybody that can take the system on, because anyone who's ever gone to federal court with a client who's got black eyes, broken legs. I mean, you can have a client pretty well beat up, and to actually succeed with a 1983 action, it's going to take 2 years of litigation, about $30,000 or $40,000 in costs, and even then, you'll be lucky to settle that case, much less get a jury verdict. They fight these tooth and nail. They get the big downtown lawyers to come in, and of course, the fraternal order of police are all over these cases. It's tough.
Because this is the racket. I mean, they've got the environmental laws, the property tax, the CPS, and the public are literally like cows they bring into slaughterhouses, and they're not going to let cows on their field revolt. They're going to walk up to that cow with a piece of PVC pipe or with a stun gun with a cattle prod and let us know, hey, this isn't America. You're our slave now.
Well, you got two rights left. You got a right to an attorney, and I know that's tough, but you've also got a right to a jury trial, and those are basically your only two left. And so when you get in a pinch, you gotta exercise those two rights. I will say this: the gentleman who had gotten the DUI, because he was part of the Colorado We Are Change, of course, they videotape everything. So we had him on videotape, no slurred speech, no bloodshot and watery eyes. He hadn't had a drop to drink. And so we make a joke here in Denver. We got to play 9/11 truth videos in front of the jury, and they found him not guilty in about 30 minutes. So, all the jurors are shaking their head up and down, So it's a tough
But I bet the cop didn't get in trouble. I bet those cops are being promoted right now to the top.
Not even it was just another case. It was just another day. It was just another verdict. I feel for these young prosecutors. I don't feel like they know what they're doing. They think they're doing their job. They get up in court and say, we represent the people. I'm Jim Smith for the people. I almost laugh out loud every morning when I hear that. These district attorneys, with all due respect, I'm a lawyer. I can't badmouth other professionals, but they no more represent the people than the man on the moon.
Well, here's the issue. I have great police send me documents, videos, material. So you got the good cops who are doing it by the book, and then now they're being hounded out everywhere by just, I won't even go downtown Austin anymore because it's like shaved head, roid head, crazy cops. And I'm like, man, these guys look like they should be in the pen, but instead they're here and they look at you like you are a rabbit and they are a wolf.
I don't understand why mayors aren't standing up. I don't understand why sheriffs aren't standing up. This is not good for commerce. Commerce depends upon a free flow. It depends upon good energy. It depends upon people's desire.
The globalist, the head of NASA, the head of the UN program, they've all said they want the end of the industrialized society. The banks have printed up more money, Counselor, than there is real items. They don't want us. They don't want commerce anymore. Do you understand? They're only using commerce to destroy what's left.
Well, I started waking up about 5 years ago, and I fought it. I fought it hard and mentally for 2 or 3 years. And I don't think anyone who's got 5 senses can deny their own reality now. I cannot. I don't know anyone who's even the least bit educated that can deny that everything you've said has come to pass. As harsh as it is, as hard to believe it is. I remember Dr. Paul Craig Roberts saying in 10 years we'll be a third world nation. I laughed out loud. I don't laugh anymore. I don't laugh anymore.
The Germans couldn't believe it would happen. The Russians, folks, This is the norm. The norm is living in a jackboot thug society. Give us your website again, Gary.
Gigisup.net.
Gary Fielder, gigisup.net. People can see the videos there, find out more about what you're doing. If you ever come through Austin, we'd love to have you in studio. And look at the success you've had standing up. We had more good counselors, good attorneys like yourself. But this is a process. I do see a lot of lawyers waking up. I talked to a former judge who's my lawyer, high-powered, famous judge here in Austin, and he said, it's all true, Alex. I didn't believe you, 10 years ago. Thought you were a kook. It's all true. Arde Saveda takes blood without warrants in Austin. Gary, thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you. I'll be at the University of Texas on March 18th.
Stay there then.
Hi, this is Alex Jones.
We've got Michael Springman joining us for about 40 minutes to talk about the underwear bomber. He was the chief of the visa section in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, working for the State Department, and wouldn't let the hijackers back into the U.S. and was told let them in, and later he found out they were being CIA protected. Same thing with the underwear bomber. This time the Justice Department admits they ordered him to be allowed on the plane, and then some smart-dressed man, probably a government agent, and they're now admitting somebody did get him on the plane without ID. They had naked body scanners there, but they always bring their guy. The shoe bomber was the same. They find mentally ill people, tell them it's part of a drill, and set them up. It's like Groundhog Day. This happens over. It happened in Miami. It happened in Toronto with the ammonium nitrate and the black radicals. And it was mentally retarded street kids, and they didn't even have bombs, and it was an army was going to destroy America. Going back to our guest, Gary Fielder, finishing up, you say you're going to be speaking at UT when?
I'm going to be there March 18th at the AT&T Event Center. It's just right down at the bottom of the fountain in front of the tower.
Let me guess. Who's having you in? Brave New Books?
Oh, no, I'm just self-funding it.
I'm glad you're doing that because Brave New Books has had some great speakers there at that center. Well, that's great that you're doing that, sir.
I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be in Creighton this Saturday, Creighton Law School, this Saturday in Omaha, Whittier Law School in Costa Mesa, California on February 20th. And I'm doing this in association with another organization. Their website is called Legal Status Are Us. And it's just to essentially educate people through a full-day seminar about their rights as a sovereign person and exclusive, to this country because sovereignty is in the people. It's in
Gary, let's do this. Let me put you on hold now, and let's get you in here the day before you are at the event.
That sounds great, Alex. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get you in studio. Put Gary on hold, get his info, please, gentlemen. Thank you to the great crew. We're going to come back with Springman right at the start of the next hour.